See, this one's more straight. I wonder if I can just... And welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Gabby or Gabrielle, and I create non-toxic, clean, green beauty and skincare videos. And today I am bringing you a makeup look. This is using a bunch of new makeup products, some old but mostly new products. And I actually did a look on this yesterday, and a lot of you wanted to see a tutorial on it, so that is what we are doing today. So definitely make sure to, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button and like this video if you enjoy the video, and make sure to hit the bell notifications so you guys stay in touch and know when I upload a new video. Alright guys, continue watching if you want to see how I did this look. So we are doing a full face of new products, which I'm so excited about. So I'm just going to clip my bangs, like the front pieces of my hair, back like so. As always, I'm going in with my Henné lip mask and just moisturize those lips. So first new product is our base. I am using the RMS Uncover Up Cream Foundation. This is in the shade number 22. I've already used this product twice, and I really like that it comes with a spatula. So I will be using the spatula just to apply that onto my... And then I'll go back in if I need more. I'm just using the Morphe M439, just a really dense kind of foundation brush. Buff that in with the brush, I'm going to go in with my blender. There we go. So this is my third time now using the foundation. I actually really like the way that this foundation applies, how it wears, how other products layer on top of it, and I was really surprised with the longevity of the wear. And on my dry to normal skin, it actually worked really well. I didn't get any like dryness. It didn't really accentuate any dryness. It also didn't make me oily at all, and I typically get sometimes a little bit oily in my T-zone, just depending on the time of the year. I can tend to be a little bit more on the dry side in fall and winter, but yes, no oiliness, no like accentuation dryness. It really only faded kind of on my chin, where I tend to kind of touch my face a little bit more, but other than that, where it did tend to fade, it really faded beautifully. It didn't look like kind of cakey in some spots and then just nothing. So yes, this foundation did fade a little bit, but that was on my basically my chin, and it really wasn't that big of a deal. It's just because I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation from previous breakouts on my chin that it was just more noticeable. But yeah, this is shade 22. I think it works really well for my skin. I typically wear, I would say, like lighter coverage foundations. This is definitely more medium coverage. I wouldn't call it full coverage, so you can quite build it up if you add some more layers to it. But it's super lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel too heavy, even though the formula itself is kind of like a really thick cream. But yeah, I'm actually really like this product, so this is one of my newer favorite foundations. Next new product is the Fitglow Conceal Plus Concealer. Looks like this. I am in the shade C2.5. Now this is a newer shade. Initially they only had, how many shades do they have? I think they only had 5, and now they have 9. So they released 4 additional shades, and they're like 0.5s are some of their additional shades, kind of just filling in some of the gaps. So we have here, and I'm just gonna use this under the eye. This is definitely more of a moussey, thicker formula than some of the other concealers I'm used to. So Yeah, let's blend this in. I only use this on my blemishes, but I haven't done it under my eyes. Blending nicely under the eyes, actually. Okay, and I'm just going to also add a little bit on the hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. I really don't have to use a lot of concealer just because the foundation itself did a really good job at kind of evening out my skin tone and also covering up some of those blemishes. So just to look super flawless, we'll just pat that in. So, okay, what do I want to do next? I think we'll set under the eyes first, and then we'll do some eye makeup. So I'm just setting using the W3LL People Bio Baked Brightener Powder with my Pure Cosmetics kind of blurring powder brush, I believe it's called. This is not a new product, but I didn't get any new setting powders, so I'm just going to use this one. There we go. Okay, so I've got a few palettes that I have here, and I don't know which one I want to play with. I did actually ask you guys if you wanted to see a recreation of one of the makeup looks that I did with the Ilia Warm Nude palette on my Instagram, and you said yes. So I think maybe I'll do that. I do have the new Fitglow Beauty Glam palette, and I think I might use the highlight shade in here. Right there. There are some beautiful colors. But I think for the tutorial, I'm going to use the Warm Nude palette. I still have it in the box because I popped it back in there because I do have to do some videos for Socialite Beauty. So this is what the packaging looks like. It does have the names of the shades on the back. It also has a mirror in here, but like, how beautiful are those? So I have my eyeshadow brushes here. So I started off with a nice fluffy brush, and I started off with the shade Grace, which is this kind of shade right here, and I just buffed that into my crease. Love having a mirror in this. It makes it super easy. I know it means that it's not, you know, like recyclable like the Ether Beauty palettes, but it's so convenient for travel, and it's a really good quality mirror. So after I've blended in that shade, I'm actually going to go in with this more orangey shade. Same brush, and apply that into the crease as well, and a little bit in the outer corner of my eye. These shadows are so pigmented. They blend like a dream. I was really impressed with how these looked. They did fade slightly by the end of the night, but they did fade nicely. So I'm going to go in with the darker shade, but I will say that I will be jumping back into both of these two shades later on. So I'm going to go in with this nice flat shader brush, and I'm going to be applying this darker shade right here into the outer corner just below the crease. So kind of pat it just to deposit the color. And I kind of stop the color before my crease. I'm just kind of rocking that back and forth to blend. Don't worry if it's a little bit patchy right now. We are going to be blending that in a little bit later. So just on the other eye. Looks super red right now, I know, but we are going to go back in with that. Actually, let's go in with a little bit of a different fluffy brush. Back in with this orange shade, just a little bit. And we are going to blend that in with the burgundy red. Just to melt and diffuse all the colors together. There's like no fallout as well, especially with that really nice red. Nothing, which is beautiful. Makes doing a little bit more of a dramatic eye super easy and takes away some of the worry. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and mix these two kind of shimmery shades. I'll do some swatches so you can see how beautiful they are. So those are the two swatches of the shimmery shades. Gorgeous. I'm gonna take a nice dense packing brush. That into the inner half of my eyelid, just to get that saturation of the red and just to blend the red with that shimmery shade. I'm just going to take a little bit more on my brush and I'm just adding a little bit more red and blending it in with that shimmery shade. That red and orange, I'm just going to mix these two together and just brush it underneath the lash line. Like that. Back in with another super fluffy brush, we are going to take this lighter shade up here, work that back into the crease, just blend everything together for a really nice seamless transition. Now everything is just blended in super nicely. You want to just kind of add that impact back. You can use your finger. That beautiful coppery gold. There we go. So I'm gonna do my mascara now as well. We have a new mascara. This is the Clove and Hollow Flex Lash Mascara. Now the brush is a little bit of an hourglass. I'm gonna wiggle that into the lashes. Actually, I really like how that mascara turned out. But I will do the eyeliner without my mascara on this side so you can see. So I have the new Ilia Clean Line Liquid Liner. And I'm so excited because I have held on to my Burberry Cat eyeliner for so long, which is a felt liner like this, just because nothing has been able to work as nicely as this. But guys, I used this yesterday and it lasts. Like, my liner didn't at all budge. It was still super, and look how much blacker it is. So this one's the Ilia, this one's the Burberry. It's super pigmented, it's super sharp and clean, and it lasts, which is great. So I'm actually showing you like that this lasted all day before like even just this like first impressions. So I'm obsessed. Oops, that mascara just smudged underneath there. I always have a harder time doing this eye, but just doing a super thin line on the upper lash line, and then I'm going to do the flex. A little bit thicker than yesterday. I always this up. This is not a liquid liner tutorial because I'm not the best at it, but I feel like that's slightly better. Okay, back to mascara. I'm just gonna do this eye and then we'll try doing a second coat on this eye again. I actually really like this Clove & Hollow Flex Lash Mascara. I think it looks very nice, really nice volume and length. I did get a little bit on my eyelid as per usual, so I'm going to wait for that to dry and then just rub it off with a brush. I'm going to add the highlight that's in the Glam palette. I'm going to use this Morphe Y14 brush. Looks like it has kind of like a champagne-y gold, even a bit of like pink flecks in it. Just filling in my eyebrows with some of the Ilia Essential Brow in Blonde. Don't really feel like doing much else. No new blush or bronzer, so I'm just going to use some other blush and bronzer. I'm going to zoom you out just so you can see the full face. For this look, I'm using the 100% Pure Cocoa Gem Cocoa Pigmented Bronzer, just with a fluffy brush. Going to bronze up just a tad. And for blush, I'm going to use the Kosas. This is the Contra Chroma. I will be using the blush shade just with a fluffy brush. And for lips, what should I do? I'm going to use the Clove & Hollow Desert Rose. It's kind of just like this nudie color. It's got a bit of brown undertones in it. Very hydrating and creamy formula. So here is the finished makeup look. I just did like a sleek pulled back ponytail, which I think looks really good with this look. It's exactly what I did yesterday. I actually did a bun and I think it just looks so chic and sleek and I'm obsessed with it. So that is it for today's look. Trying out and playing around with some new products. I will definitely do a tutorial using this one and the Cool Nude palette, and just testing out a few more other new products I have here. So I'm super excited to share those videos with you guys. Definitely make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't already, like this video, and hit the bell notifications if you don't want to miss a video of mine. Also, if you would love to continue following me, you can also follow me on my Instagram at the green bell. I'm also on Facebook. If you want to check out my secret Facebook group, you can check it out and join it down below. Anyone can join if you're into clean and non-toxic beauty. And if you want to also take a listen to my podcast, that is linked down below as well. I love sharing all those media outlets with you as well, in case you want to continue, following me around in other outlets.